All right, I hope everyone is doing well on this thirsty Thursday. I told you all I would drop the tea for you. Um, just what I feel, and I've talked with uh, a couple of other people. One was explaining to me the things that I've been experiencing, that yes, they are coming from, uh, it's orchestrated by whoever from the branch uh, of those pesky ass Jehovah's Witnesses. But basically, when I first started just being open and truthful and transparent, it started as comments. They would leave comments on some of my posts, some just being straight bullies, and mind you, it's from these accounts with no photo. The username is just a bunch of numbers. Um, just ugly, vile, mean, bullying comments. One even was like, "Go hang yourself." So I noticed that. Um, then they started changing to this copy and paste style comment. It was like a paragraph, but it was just saying, "Why don't you shut up? Take this stuff down. You aren't supposed to be talking about this organization. They do good things for people. Your podcast and your posts, the videos you make, sound like you're in second grade. It's dumb. Take it down." So they kept on. That was the pattern. I even asked this other guy, I said, "Do you think by any chance someone at the branch or associated with them could be doing like doing these ludicrous things?" I said, "It's like a copy and paste message." And he asked what it was. I sent it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, like that's been going around. They have individuals that troll us, and they try to discourage us." So again, I'm just laughing. The next wave that hit was, I got so many videos reported to TikTok saying copyright infringement. Now, I'd already talked to a well known EXJW creator before I started posting. The videos, too, in question were the ones where I'm posting either governing body members or their helpers. And I post them, and they're saying, just little snippets. It could be 30 seconds, it could be a minute, it could be two of them, and I'm showing the straight contradiction that they themselves are making. All like the majority of them got reported, and I'm just getting these notifications in TikTok. Now, like I said, I already looked up, what I could and couldn't do, and I got advice from another creator who does the same thing. He said legally, you can post snippets of things, you just can't post the video in its entirety. I'm like, cool. I just started appealing all these, because what they would do once it got, they reported it. TikTok was basically like, your views will go down. It won't be viewable to people. So I'm appealing them, and like a couple of days later, I just start getting these notifications rolling in, and TikTok basically said, "We looked at everything. You won the appeal. We apologize. Everything is like viewable again." And yeah, I took notice of these videos, and the views started going up again. I found it quite telling that these were the videos that were reported. I post a bunch of stuff. I post a bunch of facts. I make videos of me telling my personal experiences inside that cult. Found it interesting that these are the ones that was reported, and for all of them, and I'm talking, it was between 10 or 15 videos, all of them, the reported, like the box you can check or what you want to pick while you're reporting it was copyright infringement. But TikTok found, they know the legal ins and outs. Too bad that cult doesn't, fully understand that. But yeah, it's snippets. It's not the video in its entirety. I wouldn't even want to post the full video from them because I don't want my followers to be put to sleep. So I only give you little spurts of it. It's only so much that we can stomach before we puke. So it's little snippets of them lying. They report it as copyright infringement. Okay, so then another thing that started happening, and I was in that cult for over 50 years. Wasn't always a saint. I mean, I'm pretty transparent and vocal with it. I got a little street cred, whatever. But I started getting these followings from certain individuals. I get follows every single day. But then if I have somebody reach out to me in private message, it's more of them thanking me for being their voice because they can't speak up for whatever reason. It's them thanking me for being bold and helping them realize what type of organization this is. It's a message introducing themselves, wanting my email address. They want to send me their story, see if I'd like to interview them on my podcast. I would find it weird when it would be like this gorgeous female and like she wants to get to know me and she's asking me a bunch of questions. Everything you pretty much need to know about me is in my videos. I'm very open. Like if you start from the bottom, work your way up, which many of you tell me you do, you'll get an overview of me. You'll get a story of me. Like I just told you, I haven't been a saint all those 54 years. This fellowship twice. It's known. I talk about my youth. I found it weird that she would start asking me these questions. She wanted details. How were you growing up? What type of person were you? I bet you were like a troublemaker coming up in that religion. Did you get in any trouble? And just things like that. Like I felt like I was being interviewed. So then, like, kind of stopped talking to her. I just like let it fade out. But they're still following me. Another one pop up. Same MO. Has a sob story about growing up in the religion. Parents kicked me out. This is what I turned to. This is how my life turned out. Let that fade out. And then a third one pop up. Same MO. Same style. And it's like, I'm like, wow. Could they now be sending like Jezebels my way, trying to trip me up somehow? Trip me up exactly, I don't know, because I'm not a damn witness. So I don't know. But yeah, so I talked to a trusted friend of mine, and I went over it with him, and he was like, yeah. He was like, they look for your open door. And I'm like, please explain it. And he was like, we all have open doors, something that we've struggled with. Light bulb went off. See, I have a file at Branch. Because, like I said, I've been into some stuff. I have a file there. It's probably thick. The congregation has a file on me. Pretty easy to find out what my open door is. And I'm just like, I put everything together and I'm like, wow. Like, yeah. But you know what? I will not stop. Whatever tactic they try to use, it won't shut me up. They pick on me for a reason. I think I'm pushing buttons. I'm being truthful. I'm being honest. I'm being open. I'm being transparent. And when you are a truth teller and you speak your truth, it comes with a target on your back. But you know what? I'm ready for it. I want to help as many people as I can. Like, I'm not going anywhere. And I appreciate all of your support and your care, your concern, and your love.